Hi, this is Sam Gajczak of Independent Processor Magazine. We're speaking today with Jasmine Sutherland, president of Texas Food Solutions, an HPP toller located in Katy, Texas. Jasmine, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Of course.
Texas Food Solutions is a HPP toller in the Houston area. And how has the business for TFS been in the few weeks since the coronavirus caused massive changes to the world?
We've definitely been busy, and not your run-of-the-mill busy. It's busy while being lit on fire. So not only do we have more product coming in, we actually have to turn around product faster because the demand is so high in stores currently due to kind of the misnomer of hoarding and rush emergency purchases. So we've done our best to just kind of stay on top of product coming in, getting it out as quick as possible, and communicating with our customers to get the best forecast possible. So that plus you add reduction in staff due to loss of childcare, sickness. We've definitely been on our toes over the last month.
Right. So the coronavirus, it hasn't been shown to be food transmissible. Fortunately, the industry doesn't have to worry about that. But has the presence of high pressure processing been giving any other peace of mind to your customers and consumers during this time?
Definitely. So while I'm not a virologist and I can't speak on COVID, I can speak on food safety. And we have two situations happening right now. One, we have people that are normally cooking at home. This is their life. They go to the grocery store, they cook at home. Right now, maybe they have kids at home and they need product that's fresh and they need it that it's going to last longer and have a better shelf life. HPP provides that. That is our bread and butter. We take fresh product, we at high pressure, and we are able to extend the shelf life pretty massively. The second part that we can help is maybe that customer that's not used to cooking at home. Maybe they are a takeout guru, they go out often, they never cook, and we're adding safety. So with products like that that don't have pathogenic growth, because HPP handles Listeria, Salmonella, and E. coli, the thing that we're doing is we're providing safety. So inevitably, when the amateur cooks potentially undercook their product, we're not adding foodborne illness on top of an already, a culture filled with a large viral load at the moment. So I feel HPP is kind of really hitting its stride right now. We've all been operating with a higher level of food safety, and now kind of the market is having to demand that because we really can't add other things into our problems right now.
Right. So we are currently seeing a massive surge in meat sales as consumers are trying to stock up on all the supplies they can because we don't know how long this thing is going to last. So how do you think the rest of the year is going to go as far as the meat market and the other markets that you serve?
So with meat and protein and kind of larger companies, I think we're in good position. We're considered essential goods. We're going to keep selling. All we have to do, and our goal as processors, is to continue to provide a stable and safe supply of products moving into customers. There are a few ways that we as processors can help out in this situation, which I'm excited about. As everyone knows, a record 6.6 million Americans had to file for unemployment last week, one of the highest surges we've ever seen. So as manufacturers, we can hire people. Right now, we have demand and we need good people, and there are great people looking for jobs. So it's time to hire. The second thing we can do is we can reduce waste. Right now, more than ever, we need to look at how we're being wasteful and how we're wasting in the retail segment, which admittedly right now is a little bit lower. And HPP is one of the biggest tools to help us reduce waste by one, making safer product, and two, extending shelf life up to a 6x multiplier on that. The other thing is we as producers need to be focused on food safety, and that'll help us also keep this food market booming. So we don't, like I said before, we don't need to layer foodborne illness on top of viral load. So those are the things we can kind of do. The second reason why I think that meat producers particularly are in a good shape right now, because we haven't seen this type of kind of economic decline in quite some time, and that's scary. But what we also didn't see when this happened previously is we have a paradigm shift in diets right now. Most diets that people are following are protein heavy, or they take a massive amount of consideration in protein in how they're structured for their success. So we have consumers now that are buying with protein in mind. So for established customers, for established industry, I actually think that we have a job to do right now. And I think we're doing it really, really well. Look how fast stores are getting restocked. And as an HPP provider, my job is to overlap and layer food safety so that way we can keep the medical focus out of foodborne illness right now.
You touched on this a little bit when you one of your earlier answers, but how has the coronavirus affected your day-to-day business? I know you said the business is busier than ever, but what kind of alterations have you had to make to your operations in order to accommodate the 6-foot spacing and everything else that has come about?
So where we've actually focused mostly on that is in welfare areas and education. So we run multiple shifts here, 7 days a week. We've actually spaced out the hours of our shifts so that way we have no crossover between our first and second shifts. We've spaced that out so much that we have a third party of people that we are cleaning between shifts. We've increased the frequency and the intensity of sanitation. We are temping our employees as they're coming in the door. We have shut down to guests and visitors. If our staff can work from home right now, we are working from home. Staff that are less essential than the operations team, we are alternating days we come in so that way we don't put them at risk. The other part that as president of this company is my job is to communicate to my employees in whatever language they are comfortable in on how to go about proper sanitation. We've started providing PPE to our employees as we're moving into now needing face masks. We provide gloves, aprons, all of that already. But we also need to educate our employees on how they limit risk to their families at home. And that's a big chunk of what we've been doing is taking the CDC guidance and making sure that all of our staff understands it. So when you get home, you clothes are in the wash and you need to wash before you interact with your family and vice versa. And when you're home, try to limit and stay there as much as possible. So really kind of, we've had to take the food safety component of our business and expand it and make sure that we are doing continuous training and that everyone understands the situation we're in and how we need to behave.
And lastly, I know it's kind of hard to predict anything at this point, but what are your expectations for Texas Food Solutions for the rest of the year?
I am excited. I am very enthusiastic about our business and the direction we're heading. HPP is a fairly new processing technology when you look at everything else out in the market. People are learning about it. Customers and retailers are asking for the products to go through this process. And the really fun thing as a food science guru, or food science geek, sorry. So as a food science geek, the fun thing that I love about the technology is it's untapped. There are so many other things we can pull into this technology of yours working on ground meat, raw ground meat, which would be huge to be able to run raw ground meat and make sure that you have a complete intervention for E. coli. So it's constantly developing. It's not a boring area of food. And there's so many products in the supermarket that are a great fit for HPP, but there's also so many products in development that could go the route of HPP. So we're due to grow as an industry. And I am enjoying the things coming my direction. There are things I'm not seeing in retail. And so frankly, like, this is exciting. And it's really driving culinary to match with food safety.
All right. Well, Jasmine, thanks so much for taking some time to talk with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course, you too.